if the millions of illegal migrants flooding the U.S. was not enough proof of Biden's border disaster, then this will be. The U.S. Customs and Border Protection Commissioner Chris Magnus resigns this week after U.S. Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas asked him to quit or be fired. This coming less than a year after he was hired by the Biden administration. Former acting CBP commissioner and Heritage Foundation visiting fellow Mark Morgan joins me now. All right, Mark, I got to ask, though. So are they gonna make this guy the fall guy? Because this guy doesn't make policy, okay? That would come from DHS Secretary Mayorkas or the White House or something like that. So if this guy is being told, hey, just let all these people through, and then they go back and they'll be like, you need to quit or be fired for letting all these people through. But did I get that wrong?
Well, Carl, first, if you don't mind, as a proud Marine myself, I just want to say thank you personally for your service to this country.
You too, sir.
Thank you. You bet. So, hey, to answer your question, look, I held that position. So I would say it's a little more expansive than what you're saying. The commissioner of CBP actually plays an integral role in developing that policy so that the men and women on the front lines of this country can, in fact, protect this great country. He's been asleep at the wheel. We knew from day one. I've said on this show, from day one that he was wholly unqualified for this job. Look, the irony here is that this commissioner, from the very moment he came with him, this preconceived, expanded, fictitious, quote, cultural problem that he thought that the Border Patrol had. He joined Nancy Pelosi before, when he was still chief, attacking the Border Patrol, refused to work with them. I mean, this guy has been more of a social activist than a chief of any police department he's ever served. And he doesn't know a thing about the Border Patrol. And the irony here, now that he's in office for this past year, they got exactly what that they asked for. A rubber stamp, a guy who didn't know what he was doing. And all of a sudden, they're wanting to get rid of him.
Let me clarify, Mark. I'm not giving him a pass by any stretch. And obviously, you know better than I do anything about this position. I'm just saying, let's say you were in there right now today and you said, OK, these are the policies I want to do. This is the policy I'm recommending. You send it up to DHS and they say, no.
Yeah, I would have my credentials and badge and hold a national press conference and say, I'm resigning, and here's why I'm resigning. Because this administration is enacting open border policies that's jeopardizing our country's public health, safety, and national security every single day. Drugs are pouring in, criminals are pouring in, and potential national security threats are pouring in. And I've got policies that I know will work to give the men and women the tools and resources they need to secure the border. They're not doing it. I would make sure the entire country knows. That's not what this guy did.
So let's talk about Mayorkas now. I mean, obviously, he's the bigger head of the snake. If the GOP takes Congress, looks like they will, do you see an impeachment of him, and how does that go?
Yeah, Carl, look, this is the most important question. Besides H.R. 1, the first House resolution bill that they put on should be to secure the border. The second order of action, or simultaneously, should be to get rid of this secretary. He's the most dangerous man in this country. As you said, he's been the chief architect of this administration's open border policies. Lack thereof, right? So, hey, look, here's what we've got. So think about this. So Secretary Mayorkas has been championing to get rid of the commissioner of CBP because he's not doing his job. So now, Congress, there you go. Now you need to go do your job and get rid of Secretary Mayorkas because he's not doing his. Yeah,
and at some point, like, the voters had barely had enough of this garbage to turn the House over to Republicans. But they had about 250,000 encounters just in last month. It's like every month is like a new record. If that doesn't tell you that they're not doing their job, I don't like your commitment to not reality is very special. 98 of those apprehensions were people that were on the FBI terrorist screening database. I mean, like, this is, you either care or you don't, right?
Yeah, Carl, look, I couldn't have said it better myself. It's why you risk your life. Look, I deployed to a war zone myself. Look, this is unconscionable. This is why I'm so disheartened with the results of this election, because somewhere we didn't do good enough. We did not do our job to bring the enormity of what's happening on our border as a kitchen table issue for every single American in this country should be. And you are just talking about one of the complex threats, the national security threat. Now think about that. 98 illegal aliens on the FBI's terror screening database. Now compare that against the backdrop of over 1.1 million known gotaways. Those are illegal aliens that entered our southwest border the last 21 months that got away. Think about how many illegal aliens are on the FBI's terror screening database that got away, and we have no idea, Carl.
You're talking about 98, too. I want to put this in perspective for people at home. How many people did it take to carry out the attacks on 9/11? A lot less than 98, and that's what concerns me. I want to get to a man who was like allegedly Paul Pelosi's attacker, we'll say. He could be deported? All right, so let me get this straight. If you send migrants to Martha's Vineyard, they'll deport 100% of them to somewhere else. If you attack the Speaker of the House's husband, they'll deport you. But if you're one of the 98 terrorists that come through our lower border, or suspected terrorists, you're fine.
Yeah, Carl, look, I'm glad you bring this up. And I know it's kind of lighthearted in a sense, but it's because of the hypocrisy. Yeah. But I hope we continue to follow this because this is going to be very important. If this individual is actually deported, that means that is the law. And according to the law, he should be deported. But guess what? Under this secretary, he's not applying that to everybody else. So if you're an illegal alien, you've committed another crime. If it's not against Nancy Pelosi's husband, guess what? Unless you're convicted aggravated felon across the board, a very narrow definition that they've made up, or you're no suspected terrorist, you're being released in the United States. We need to keep a close watch on what they do to this individual.
Yeah, I mean, this guy was like apparently, allegedly, a drug-addicted nudist. So Canada, you can have him back. I'm good with that.